Frankie Kazarian would like for me to remind you all that he is, in fact, the king of TNA.
Well, if she could do it with a little less attitude next time, that would be great.
Oh, and Chris Bey hitting Frankie Kazarian right in the mouth and then dropping him on the outside.
How untoward. That is not toward. It is an unspoken rule. You do not attack a wrestler during their entrance.
His entrance was over.
No.
The match was officially made.
It was being corrected.
Oh, give me a break.
Oh,
By
come
Frankie
on.
Kazarian,
Yes.
that was his prerogative. And now Chris Bey all over Kazarian, who's backing off. Oh, and sending Bey through the ropes.
Kazarian just wants to start this fair and square. Can't blame him.
And now Bey back inside the ring. Chris Bey and the ABC as a whole trying to get back to their winning ways. Double stop.
That's right. As you were pointing out earlier, Ace Austin thought Chris Bey maybe too distracted stepping out on his own. Chris Bey tried to retort with, hey, well, you stepped up to Frankie Kazarian after we had our issues one-on-one. So let me show you, let me do the same by stepping up to Frankie Kazarian on behalf of the ABC as well. We'll see if that pays off here for Chris Bey.
Oh, and a big left there by Bey. Plenty of disappointment for the ABC, losing the TNA World Tag Team titles to Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers of the System at Sacrifice. Now Myers and Edwards set up to defend the titles at Rebellion against Speedball Mountain.
Here.
And a kick out there by Kazarian. But let's turn our attention to Full Metal Mayhem. Young versus Kazarian. We haven't seen a Full Metal Mayhem match in this company since Hard to Kill 2023. That was an absolute war between Josh Alexander and Bully Ray for the TNA World title that night in Atlanta. Right now, Chris Bey able to level Frankie Kazarian, who is in for pure hell once we get to Las Vegas on Saturday, April 20th, live for Rebellion. Full Metal Mayhem. Eric Young will be back with a vengeance.
Well, anything involving the world-class Maniac tends to go over the edge, but especially when the rules of Full Metal Mayhem are involved.
Talking about going over the edge, that's what Frankie Kazarian did, ironically back in Las Vegas in the wake of Hard to Kill, turning his back on Young. And look at this, taking Bey off his perch, neck first into the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, Frankie Kazarian's frustrated. A lot of built-up frustrations, things not going the way he thought they should have been. I mean, we're talking about a veteran, somebody who was one of the best of the best of the best in between those ropes, who helped build this company. And he wasn't getting what he deserved, Tom.
That resume, I have no argument to, but it's not about what he deserves, it's whether or not he earned certain things here in TNA. He wanted a TNA World title shot handed to him and no surrender. He lost to Young fair and square.
Usually you deserve something if you've earned it, and that's what that resume did for Frankie Kazarian.
In the face, it wasn't even going for a cover. Just grinding away.
Just punishing Chris Bey, just like he punished Ace Austin not too long ago.
I bet you're saying what happened at Sacrifice, Kazarian screwing Eric Young out of the TNA World title was punishment as well. This match continues. Kazarian versus Bey rolls on, picture in picture.
And the king of TNA in firm control here. And now right in front of his tag team partner, sending a message clear as day.
Oh, face first into the apron.
Ooh, nastiness here from Frankie Kazarian. You can talk all you want about whether you like the way Frankie Kazarian's been conducting his business as of late. You can't take away, there is a swagger, there's a confidence to Kaz that, ooh, we haven't seen in a minute since his return to TNA. I love it. I celebrate it.
Backstabber by Kazarian. How apropos.
Chris Bey isn't loving it though right now.
Frankie Kazarian, he turned his back on Eric Young after a series of tag team losses. was frustrated he'd not been given a TNA World title shot outright by TNA management. Believe that he saved this company by returning to TNA at Hard to Kill 2023.
I mean, in the time since he returned, through that time, what did we end up seeing? The rebirth of TNA, a company again he helped build? I don't think it's any kind of coincidence, Tom.
Oh, and a single leg there by Kazarian. Down goes Bey.
I have to imagine someplace, somewhere, the world-class maniac Eric Young is watching, biding his time, putting his plans in place for Full Metal Mayhem.
Pressing Bey's throat into the bottom rope, breaking before the referee's count of 5.
Ace Austin was forced to watch it all. Talked about Chris Bey trying to step up on behalf of ABC here to handle this Frankie Kazarian business. It's not looking too good from one half of the former tag team champions.
Now Bey trying to create a little bit of breathing room. Shut down there by Kaz.
Just like that, look at Kaz here. Classic Kazarian.
Springboard leg drop. There's the cover to put away Chris Bey and a kick out.
Chris Bey is nothing if not resilient. Staying in this fight with Frankie Kazarian. But man, the heavy metal rebel, the king of TNA, retaining control of this matchup.
And we're back here on Impact, and it's Frankie Kazarian going for the chicken wing on Chris Bey, trying to end this matchup. Chris Bey felt it coming, create a little bit of space, and now Kazarian goes back to the chicken wing attempt. Bey once again has an answer.
Well scouted there by Chris Bey, thinking on his feet there, and once again.
And now look at Chris Bey battle back. And Kazarian is reeling here. Frankie Kazarian, who will meet Eric Young in Full Metal Mayhem 2 weeks from Saturday, live in Las Vegas at Rebellion.
And Chris Bey, the ultimate finesser, turning it up here in the impact zone. Frankie Kazarian is reeling.
And now Bey with the uppercut on a night where we'll see Nemeth versus Shelley, the generational clash in our main event still to come. Bey and Kazarian go on one-on-one for the first time ever right now, and Bey has finally found an opening.
What a way of setting the table for that generational clash here as well. We got Chris Bey, young blood, and we got Frankie Kazarian, the OG, the veteran.
Spine buster by Bey. Collapses into the cover. Oh, and Kazarian got the left shoulder up.
Gonna take a little bit more than that to put the king of TNA down. Kaz back to his feet in the corner here. Bey's got to press the offensive.
Back elbow there by Kazarian. Oh! Guillotine leg drop there by Kazarian.
Now might be looking for that DDT. Wait.
Go for the slingshot DDT, which Chris Bey employs as well.
And
Bey
look out.
was ready for it. Bey gets the slingshot DDT himself. Oh, and a kick out.
Oh, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but that didn't flatter anybody. It only flattened Frankie Kazarian.
Great counter, great awareness there by Chris Bey.
Credit where it's due. Bey has got Kazarian on the ropes here.
How off the ropes, was going for the art of finesse, trying to put this thing away. Kazarian able to intercept for just a moment. There's Bey over the top rope.
Bey keeps landing on his feet. No! Not that time.
Slingshot cutter. Oh, Bey kicked out at 2.
Nothing if not resilient. Take another look at this. Kazarian classic here, this slingshot into the cutter. But Bey somehow stays alive.
Ace Austin taking some deep breaths at ringside. Woo-saw! Chris Bey to the outside now. Kazarian showing a lot of disrespect for Bey.
He can do a lot more punishment here out on the floor, that's for sure.
Oh! Bey had heard enough from Kazarian. Oh, and sent spine first into the steel post.
Bey may have gotten a bit of too much of a full head of steam there.
What the hell?
What?
Like Kazarian's wrapped that steel chain around his fist. The official doesn't see it.
Hey, wait.
When Austin takes it away from Kaz. Wait a minute, ref, come on now.
That's brilliant!
And the referee has ejected Ace Austin from ringside.
Hey, good decision.
Austin never did a thing to Kazarian.
And so there's no he's not disqualifying anyone, but as far as he can tell, Ace Austin had the weapon in hand. You gotta go, son. You gotta go.
Oh, and Chris Bey on the go. Wipes out Kazarian. The officials still trying to get Austin out of the impact zone. Meanwhile, Bey focusing on Kazarian. Oh, and a low blow using the second rope.
I mean, if Ace Austin hadn't have grabbed that chain, none of this would have happened. That's all I'm saying.
And now the official back inside the ring. Kazarian was the one to introduce the damn chain. Oh, now Kazarian setting up Bey. There it is. Fade to black. Cover. Kazarian wins.
Here is your winner, Frankie Kazarian.